Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Travel Without a Cause. We are in the NOLA today, the Big Easy, and but it's not easy to park in the Big Easy, so don't get it all twisted. But today, I'm doing a photo booth event here in town, so I wanted to show you guys some random things around the French Quarter and all that. So without further ado, we're going to turn the camera around and explore French Quarter, downtown New Orleans, Louisiana. Here we go. So to give you guys a little more context of what I was saying a while ago when I was getting drowned out by traffic back there, I have a photo booth event tonight here in New Orleans, downtown area. Not so much the French Quarter, but more so the downtown area, which is right next to the French Quarter. And I came early because I want to do some vlogging because I've been so busy between working full time, detailing cars on the side, like a madman. I've been so busy with that, thankfully. Good money. But I just haven't had a whole lot of time to even think about doing any vlogging. And on top of that, I had my kids the last 2 weekends, which was super fun. But like I said, no time to do any vlogging the last few weeks. So want to take the opportunity to do so today since I was in New Orleans. And when I do these types of things like the photo booth events and all that, I can't really plan a whole lot of vlogging because I just don't know what traffic is going to be like, what it's going to be like when I'm, driving and going through Baton Rouge, which is always a chore and all that. So I kind of wing it when I get, like if I come to New Orleans, for example, I kind of wing it and just kind of see what I can see and put it on film for you guys. So I'm walking around and trying to catch some cool points of interest, and I'm going to make a vlog out of it. So hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope you enjoy this. So once again, let's turn the camera around and see what we can find. So our first stop today is the absolutely massive and absolutely beautiful Caesars Superdome, which I still call the Louisiana Superdome because that's what it was for like 40 something years. So gorgeous, still an absolutely gigantic place. As far as I know, it's still the largest domed sports arena in the world. I know it was when it was built, and I know it was for many, many years. I don't know if any new ones out there have superseded this one, but it's still so pretty. I've always loved this place, and it's so massive inside. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been inside of it. It's just so huge in there. Just sitting in there, it feels like you're just in outer space or something. It's crazy to think that it's one building. But yeah, you kind of see the roof there. On the roof it says Caesars Superdome, and you can see here, this is Champion Square where they have concerts. I've been to a few concerts here over the years. Kind of tucks back there a ways. It opens up to a big staged area and all that. But yeah, I just want to show you guys a Superdome here. 166,000 square feet. Seats about like 70. I'm not looking at my phone or anything. I don't know. I think it's around 70,000, 75,000, between 70 something and maybe 90 to 100,000 seating capacity. It opened in 1975. Definitely an engineering marvel of its time. I mean, still today. Camera doesn't do it any justice. It's so huge. The Smoothie King Center, where the Pelicans play, right next door, looks dwarfed compared to the Superdome. And the Smoothie King Center is not big. I mean, it's not small, excuse me. It's not a small place. But the Superdome is so dang big that it makes it look kind of small. Makes it look very small. Anyway, so I'm on Poydras right now, just walking up and down the street, trying to think of cool things to vlog. I got a couple hours to spare before I got to be back and changed and being happy and smiling and taking pictures and mingling with the people. Gotta love NOLA. I was born here on a Wednesday evening, 5:06 p.m., October 29th. A few weeks away, if any of you guys are thinking of any last minute birthday gifts. Just kidding. 1980. Year of the Monkey. My mother gave birth to me here at Veterans Hospital. Building's still here, but it's not called Veterans Hospital anymore. It's something else now, and I can't remember what it is. I need to go visit that one day. Don't know if I'd vlog that. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that whatsoever, but I just want to go see it for myself. Anyway, so I love this town. I always love coming. It's like any huge metropolitan city. It's bustling and crazy. Just a lot of moving parts. You can get lost very easily. But today I actually rolled right in to town. No hang-ups, no traffic jams, nothing like that. I rolled right in, rolled to the back of the hotel, the loading dock, and unloaded my photo booth equipment. Setup went smoothly, and I was so grateful for that because that is not always the case. And I got done setting up in about 45 minutes or so, so I knew I wanted to get some vlogging done, which is why I came so early in the day. So here I am. And just wanted to add a little bit more context to my intro because it was loud when I did my intro earlier. And but that's New Orleans for you. So let's keep on strolling and trolling, and finding some more cool things to show you guys. Hey, you see that hotel right there with the instrument painted on the side of it? That Holiday Inn right there? I proposed to my ex-wife on the 14th floor of that hotel in the presidential suite in I think July of 2003. Not that that's anything I would typically want to bring up, but I thought it was interesting that I walked right by it. I thought I'd tell you guys about that. I want you guys to know all about me, obviously. Walk-ons right there. Popular Louisiana branded restaurant right there. Quite a few of them now. Started off in Baton Rouge by two former LSU basketball players who walked on the team. They made the team by walking on, hence the name. And the restaurant chain has blown up, needless to say. And I think they're actually outside of Louisiana now too. I think there might be maybe some in Texas or Mississippi maybe. Don't quote me on that though.
Are we on YouTube?
You're gonna be. A streetcar named something. I've always loved the way Canal Street looks. All the palm trees lining the trolley tracks and all that. Such a nice area. Crazy area at night though. A whole lot going on. Streetcar! It said Canal and Cemetery on it, so it's a streetcar named Canal and Cemetery. We're about to walk into the French Quarter area officially. I have a house I want to show you guys. It's a surprise. I'm not going to tell you what it is or who it belonged to or anything yet. I want to surprise you with it. If I don't trip over myself here. But I still got about a quarter mile or half a mile or so to get there. So typically when I come to New Orleans, like a lot of tourists do, not that I consider myself much of a tourist because I've always come here all the time, but I typically park in that parking lot right there next to the Westin and all that. And it's a good place to park for those of you who are coming to town and want to get a good starting point. You can park there, and it's pretty much right at the foot of the French Quarter, right next to the river, and you can see the the riverboat take off from there and all that. So it's a good starting point. But we're here in the French Quarter now, so see if we can capture some sights and sounds for you guys until we get to the destination that I'm bringing you guys first, or second, since Superdome was kind of the first place, but that was in the opposite direction. And I'm getting winded because I'm walking fast. I got to be back at the hotel around 5:30 so I can change over and get ready to start taking pictures at 6. So I'm kind of hustling. So I'm sorry if I'm shaky. Whew. Must be P. Diddy or something. Now we're in front of Jackson Square here. You can see we're on the outside of the gate of Jackson Square.
Walk along this way and then leave. Basically, we'd always have to.
Look at this guy. That's a horse of a multicolor. Beautiful Jackson Square. The St. Louis Cathedral back there in the background. And y'all all know what this place is. This restaurant coming up here, guys, Turtle Bay, is one of my favorite places in New Orleans to eat. It's right here on Decatur Street, and it has excellent pizza and other things too. And Coops is right next to it. COOP''S. Coops is right to the left of that, and that's another excellent little small restaurant. Great gumbo, all that. So if you're ever on Decatur Street, come check it out. All right, guys, well, we have arrived at this beautiful house here at 521 Governor Nichols Drive off of Decatur Street here in the French Quarter. And this is the former residence of Mr. Brad Pitt and Miss Angelina Jolie. They owned this house for quite a few years, I think dating back to, I believe, around 2005 or 6. It was right around the Katrina time frame. And it just recently sold in an auction in December of 2023 for about $2.5 million. This is where they lived. Brad Pitt lived in this house. And apparently, I don't know if it's the one on the left or the one on the right, but his neighbor was apparently or supposedly Matthew McConaughey. And apparently they would pass beers to each other on the balconies right there. Again, I don't know if it's the left or the right house, but it's hard to tell. But yeah, pretty cool, huh? I'm not going to take too much time here. I just wanted to show it to you guys, but we can take a closer look at it because there's a lot of walking I still need to do. But yeah, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie lived right here. Let's see if we can get a close-up of it. Check out these old carriage doors. Now I'm guessing and assuming that back in the day when this place was built back in the 1800s, that it was built so carriages could go in and out. And I know, because I've seen pictures of it on the internet before, I know the back side of this house is a big enclosed courtyard where they park their vehicles and such. So they wouldn't have parked here. They would have parked in the back. But check it out, a little call box. Imagine calling this box right here and hearing Tyler Durden's voice or Lara Croft's voice answer that. Remember the scene on Fight Club whenever Ed Norton calls Brad Pitt for the first time because he needs a place to stay before they go to the bar, and Brad Pitt answers the phone and you can hear him just like eating chips, like crunching chips. That's what I imagine hearing if I called that house and Brad Pitt answered. He'd be like eating some chips. Brad Pitt's always eating in his movies. I'm a huge Brad Pitt fan though, so one reason why I wanted to come see this in person. Pretty sweet, huh? Beautiful house, $2.5 million. Looks like a ghost tour going on over there. I should just join in, sneak in the back of it. But unfortunately, I don't have that kind of time right now. I have another destination I want to show you guys, another surprise. And it's only about a minute away from Brad Pitt's house, or former house. And it's fitting for the month of October and spooky Halloween time. I've always loved having an October birthday. In my opinion, there's no better month to have a birthday in than October. That's just me though. Of course, I'm probably biased. But it's a pretty sweet month to have a birthday. Not to mention my birthday is like 2 days before Halloween, so just a great time of year. Turn of the season and all that, you know. Everybody loves Halloween. The only problem is, now I don't say this to make you guys feel sorry for me, but growing up and even as an adult, it's always hard to have birthday parties on my birthday, especially if it falls on a weekend or like a Thursday or Friday, because people are always having Halloween parties. Not to say people didn't show up for my birthday parties, but it's hard to get the majority to show up. All right, I think we're close. All right, guys, so here on Royal Street and Governor Nichols Street, about maybe 100 yards away from the Brad Pitt house, and I am so excited right now because you won't believe what just happened to me. But this is the LaLaurie house, the LaLaurie Mansion, which is made famous in American Horror Story season, I can't remember. My nerves are going crazy right now because I got to, man. Okay, so this is famous from the 1830s, and a true story about it. Back in the 1830s, Dr. and Mrs. LaLaurie lived here, and they would entertain a lot. They're a big, you know, part of society and all that, and they would have a lot of parties and entertain locally and stuff like that. And so they're pillars in the community, and they're very famous around here, or very popular around here. Her husband, Dr. LaLaurie, was very popular. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm in a hurry. I gotta get back to the hotel because I got sidetracked just now. But so around 1834 or 35 or something like that, it was discovered that the LaLauries were keeping, and this is all documented on basically, you know, all the horror channels and stuff like that, but especially American Horror Story, where they were keeping and torturing slaves up in the attic of that house. And they were treated, I mean, horribly, like just disfigured, and they would break their bones and stuff like that, and treat them horribly, you know, like just terrible stuff. And one day when the LaLauries were entertaining guests, one of the slaves or people being tortured in the attic escaped and came downstairs, and I think there was a fire set that night too or something. That's how they escaped or something like that. I didn't have a whole lot of time to research this because it's kind of spur of the moment here, I'm sorry. But so anyway, they discovered up in the attic all these disfigured people. They're doing medical experiments on them and such like that, and it became famous recently through that season of American Horror Story with Kathy Bates and all that. And so yeah, famous house. I'm sorry I didn't get to show you a whole lot of it just now because I am in a hurry. But man, okay guys, so I'm standing outside. I was just about to start the vlog of the LaLaurie house, and I see a lady on the balcony. So we get to talking, just saying, hey, where I'm from and stuff, and says she's from upstate New York and all that. And she said her cousin bought the house from Nicolas Cage, because Nicolas Cage owned that LaLaurie house for quite a few years. So the lady's cousin, her name's Maureen, her cousin bought it from Nick Cage, and so they are basically visiting for the weekend, and they have the whole house to themselves for the weekend. So we're talking, and she asked me what I do. I'm like, oh, you know, I don't work for a publication or anything. I'm just by myself. I have my own YouTube channel. Because she was asking if I was with anybody. I said no. And I get that a lot when I'm doing YouTube videos. People ask me if I'm with somebody, like with the publication, or I have to tell them, no, I'm just by myself. I do my own thing. So she kind of looks around and she tells me off the balcony, because there's a lot of people around. She goes, well, if you promise not to post anything on your channel, she's like, I'll show you around. And I'm like, well, I was like, are you kidding me? Like inside the house? She said, yeah. I was like, well, yeah, you got my word. I won't post anything. I won't even take any pictures or anything. So She came and met me downstairs and just gave me a tour, a thorough tour. I mean, every single room, including the attic where the slaves were tortured and all that. I got to walk through that entire house just now, guys. I just got to be inside the LaLaurie house. And I'm so sorry I wasn't able to vlog it or take pictures for you guys because, well, that's what, you know, privacy of the owners and all that. But I just got to be in that house, room for room. And it is amazing in there. They've modernized a lot of it on the inside. Her cousin, of course, the new owner, the current owner. And she did say that he is selling it right now for around $10 million, which I still think is a steal. But yeah, she, while saying it's a lot of it's kept, you know, the integrity of the age. It's about 200-year-old house, and it's kept very original in lots of it. But some of the rooms are just very modernized and it looks like you're in a Gucci store in a fancy mall in Vegas or something. The furniture's so nice and all that, but every room is kept to a T and pristine. But man, they showed me the room where one of the slaves back in the day committed suicide off the balcony inside the courtyard. She showed me the room where that happened from, and then she showed me, like I said, the attic where all the slaves were tortured and stuff. And it's just a typical looking attic. It doesn't look anything like what Hollywood makes it look like, of course. It's just a basic attic, a little small room attic that you see in anybody's house. And then on top of the attic, there's the stairs go to the roof, and you can see, probably, in my opinion, I've been to New Orleans many, many times, you know, throughout my whole life, and I've never seen a view that I had on top of that house. And she said it's actually probably one of the highest views you can have in the French Quarter. So I'm on cloud 9 right now because I've always known a lot about that house and what happened there back in the day. And I just got to walk through it room by room and experience it. And there's so much to say about that house. I'm kind of in a hurry because I got to get back to the hotel to start taking pictures at 6. It's 5:20 right now. I got to trek about a mile or so. But I just got to walk through the LaLaurie house and be inside of it and walk around and see things in secret rooms. There's a speakeasy room that's behind a hidden mirror in one of the bathrooms, and it opens up to this burlesque looking room, black walls and red lights and couches and a bed and stuff, and it's pretty surreal in there. And then there's there's so much in there. There's a room on the bottom floor that's got like a pool room, like a billiards room, with purple curtains and purple wallpaper. There's some rooms in that house that have like felt wallpaper, alligator skin wallpaper, zebra skin wallpaper. Or not wallpaper. The zebra skin was the on the bedpost, on the bed frame, and all that. But man, it's surreal in that house. It's so amazing. I'm so excited. I kept telling that lady, I said, thank you so much. I said, you don't understand. Like, this is, not many people get to ever see this house. And it's a famous house, especially after American Horror Story came out. And then Nicolas Cage bought it. And it got even more popular because Nick Cage owned it. And it was, you know, he owned it here in the French Quarter. And so I just got to go look in the house and see every room of the house. There's even a what do you call it? A wine cellar. It's huge, and it's temperature controlled and everything. It's about $100,000 worth of wine in there, she said. And so, yeah, that's what just happened to me on this random trip to New Orleans. What a day, and what an experience. I'm glad I got to share that with you guys on the vlog. But out of respect to them, I didn't get to film or take any pictures or anything like that. I'm so sorry. That would have been the vlog of a lifetime. Probably the only vlog on YouTube that would have been of the inside of that place. And she even said, well, you can take a couple pictures if you want. I said, no, I don't want to push it. You know, I'm grateful for this, and I don't want to be like that. I don't want to push my limits like that. So yeah, I'm just walking through the French Quarter right now, and I'm on Royal Street, walking back towards the hotel. And I'm going to catch my breath and my nerve here because I can't believe that just happened to me. I just got to walk through that house and see the inside of the LaLaurie Mansion, built in, I believe, the 1820s, I believe. And what happened to the LaLauries that night, whenever, of course, the slave came, set a fire and got out and ran downstairs where there was a bunch of people being entertained. Of course, everybody's freaking out and they're wondering what the heck's going on. And then people start freaking out. You know, the townspeople were there, so the LaLaurie, her and her husband, the LaLaurie's kind of freaked out, jumped in their carriage in the courtyard and hauled butt out of the carriage house and headed north, and they were never seen again, ever again.
Keep those screens
So anyway, there's some people guys in a tux right there. I don't think they're going to the same wedding I'm going to, so we're going in opposite directions. It's like a GQ ad over here. Sorry if I'm so shaky today, guys. I've been having to be in a hurry on this walk, but I hope it's steady enough for you guys to enjoy. But what a day. I did not expect this to happen today. Thank you, Maureen, if you're ever watching this video. Thank you so much for that experience. Thank you so much. Maureen's a lady who escorted me through the house, by the way. She's a cousin of the current owner who bought it from Nick Cage. So anyway, making my way back to the hotel. Let's see. I'll turn it back on if I find something else. And here's the entrance. So pretty. I wish I had more time to show you guys a little bit more of everything I'm showing you, but just a quick little stroll through the quarter, huh? Hope you guys are enjoying this. These are the kind of vlogs that I try to do whenever I'm in a hurry and they're on a whim. Can't really plan them out too easily, you know, because I'm doing other things while I'm here, like my photo booth event for my wedding. But it's better than nothing, I guess. You try to get one in there, especially because I've been starving you guys lately. I haven't been able to post once a week lately, but that's not. I changed my mind and decided to not do them once a week anymore. I've just been so busy this summer, working a hell of a lot. But anyway, I'm about to get to my truck. I got to change real quick and go take pictures for this wedding, for my photo booth. And so with that, I'll go ahead and sign off. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this vlog and all my vlogs. And I have more to come. And I love you all. And take care this weekend. Take care of each other. Love on each other. And that's it. I'm signing off. I got to change clothes real quick. So with that, as usual, don't forget to stay cool and stay tuned. But even more importantly, don't forget to stay tuned and stay cool. Until next time, signing off. Travel without a cause. See you guys on the next one.